This video is going to be a soup recipe, and it is called pork chop soup. It's cold outside, need a cozy, warm me up soup. As you can tell, it is cold outside. This hat was made by Rebecca, Touched by Yarn, for me. My favorite color is yellow. She also made me a scarf. I've been wearing this every day when the weather has been freezing cold for the last couple days. Anyways, back to the soup. The soup collab is put on by Gail Southern Living, and I believe it's called Cozy Soup Collab Recipe, something like that. I'm gonna put it down here, right now, so you can see that. I can't remember, too much going on. Anyways, I'm gonna use my Instapot because it's already late here and I still have tons of stuff to do. So, before I came in, I grabbed a couple carrots. This recipe is going to be made almost entirely from the homestead, excluding tomato paste, which I could have used my ground up tomato, but I'm gonna choose for this just because I just have to open it up. I don't have to worry about the measurements or anything. And the salt, the pepper, the seasonings, of course, I bought because I can't grow salt here. Anyways, let's get to the soup, shall we? Oh, and the butter. Can't make butter here, although we do have cows. I just don't milk them, so I'll be using store-bought butter. And I believe that's about all that will be store-bought. I'm gonna go ahead and wash and chop my carrots up, and I'll be right back. So on my Instapot thingy, I'm gonna press brown. I gotta do this one-handed because I cannot, hold this and do this at the same time for some reason. We're going to add our 3 tablespoons of butter and let that saute for a little bit and melt. I'm also going to add my carrots, and you can put celery in it if you like. I'm just going to put carrots and onion. Put my onion in there. Like I said, one hand on it because I cannot position the camera the right way. Let me try to get this propped up so I don't have to hold it the whole time. Okay, I did have my camera set up and everything, but the lens was steaming up, so I'm going to have to hold it. Sorry. But we're going to saute these vegetables just until they get a little bit soft. And then we're going to add our flour and our tomato sauce, or tomato paste. But this will probably take, 4, 5, 6 minutes. And you can add whatever you want to this. There goes my lens again. You're going to add whatever you want to this. Make it your recipe. And it's a really good, wholesome soup that's pretty quick to make. I went ahead and cut up my potato to put in it, but now we're going to add the flour, and you just want to cook this in, and this is going to be your thickener. Cook it in a little bit, just get it a little bit darker. Mix it very well in there. take up all that butter. Hope y'all can see okay. I'm sorry about having to do this. My other tripod broke. So the one I have, it's not holding this camera correctly. So now I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon. So that's creamy. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of our store-bought tomato paste. And I'll be able to use the rest of that tomato paste later this weekend. So we're just going to mix this in there, and that also thickens it up and gives it a richer tomatoey flavor. I'm just going to mix, slightly cooking that to release those tomato essence flavors. And now what we want to do is we have vegetable stock right here. Yes, home canned, homegrown vegetable stock. We're going to add this to our mixture here. Spilling it along the way. Got our diced tomatoes here from our jars, and I'm going to just put these potatoes in there. Mix this up a little bit better here. This is smelling so good, y'all. I'm so hungry. It's been so cold outside. So we're just going to mix this all in there. And I'm going to try to tell you. Put a recipe below. Mix all that in there. Now we're just going to go and pop our lid on. Quit with the browning. We're going to cook for 15 minutes. Cook time. Yeah, okay. 15 minutes, and then we'll see how that goes. Lock your lid. Do your pressure. Lock your pressure valve. Let that cook for 15 minutes while we're waiting on our soup. I am going to head and going to show you what else we're going to put in the soup. And I got a little bit of flour here. And I'm going to add some pepper just to taste, however flavorful you want it. And instead of salt, I'm going to add seasoned salt. I didn't put any seasoning in my soup yet. This'll be just fine. If you hear a noise, that's the pressure cooker behind you, and it'll be okay. Next up, let's not drop everything. Next up, we got our homegrown pork chops. Let me try to show you without showing an address. Our homegrown pork chops that we just got back. So these are going to be so yummy. I always like to cook as much as I can that we raise and that we grow. And I rinse off my pork chops here. And now all I'm gonna do, oops, let me wash my hands real quick. Okay. Put the rest of that butter in there. Put the rest of my butter in my frying pan. Put the rest of my butter in my frying pan. And I'm going to use a little bit of this oil in my frying pan, just a little bit, because I think I ran out of butter, y'all. Oh. So let this come up to temp and really just melting the butter in the pan. This is my meat skillet, so it barely ever gets washed. But all I'm going to do is really sprinkle this on here. I just want a light coating. I don't want to saturate it, but I just want a light coating because I really like the flavor of our homegrown meats. So I don't like to saturate it in seasonings or breading, so you can still see through it. I'll put that in there. And plus, we don't need all that flour. Shake it off. Put this one in here. And we're just going to cook those about 3-4 minutes on each side, and they should be ready. Looking yummy. I went ahead and cleaned up my kitchen a little bit because I have a small kitchen. So when I cook, I have to clean up as I go. Plus, I hate a messy kitchen, especially when I'm cooking. And then after I get done cooking, I don't have a whole lot to do, because who wants to clean after you had a good meal and you got your belly full? I got my chicken scraps in my sink, and my pork chops look like they can be taken off of there. Go ahead and take these off of here. And be done with that hotness. And as soon as our turbo cooker is done, I will show you the next step. Alrighty, let's let the steam off. We have 3 more ingredients that we need to put in this, and one's including our pork chops. Make sure the steam is completely vented before you open it. And open it away from yourself so that does not get on to your face. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir it a little bit. Potatoes are soft. Now we're going to plop our pork chops right down in there. And that's why we didn't have to cook them completely. We're going to go ahead and return the lid. seal it back up and cook for 15 more minutes on the pressure cooker. So I'll be back when this goes off again. I'm so hungry, I can't wait. It just smells so good in here. With the pork chops, you want them to be done to where they're falling off the bone to get that flavor into that soup and let that soup get into those pork chops. Okay, it just turned off again, so we're going to release the steam one more time. Not much steam at this time. Remember to open it away from you. And the last thing is some frozen corn. I'm just going to use about half a package here. That's about a pound of corn, so about a half a pound. And then some of our peas that we harvested this year also. Ooh. So about half a package of this also. Not a big pea fan. My husband is. So about a half a package of that. I'm going to stir this in here again. Let's see if these pork chops, they're not falling off the bone yet. But after this peas and corn get done in here, they will be. And this, you can, remember, you can make this on the stove. You don't need one of these fast cookers. I'm just going to do it again for 15 minutes. But you can simmer this on the stove if you want to. You can put it in a crock pot if you want to. I'm just doing it in this because it is 8:30 at night. We've had a long day, and this is simple, quick, and easy for me. I'll be back with the finished product, the finished soup, in about 15 minutes. We're back. Send this out. That sounds like it's done this time. there you have it. Ooh. Nice, great bowl of pork chop soup. Time to eat. Y'all have a great day. The recipe is yours. Make it however and with whatever vegetables that you all like for your family. But pork chop soup. Y'all have a great day. Really no spices needed. And I'm going to eat. Y'all come back.